So I'm sure you're all aware that JD Edwards allows for external data connections. It allows you to connect basically to any external data from your third-party software and so on. I've created one here, which is a SQL Server connection. Let's just see how it's set up. So I have a SQL Server service database, which is over here. And this is the connection string. So basically, this is how it's been set up. I've used a SQL Server authentication. You can use Windows authentication, whatever is working with your SQL Server database. Okay, but we've got options here. We can connect to an Access database, for example. We've already discussed the Excel file. We can connect to an ODBC data source using ODBC. We can connect to the Oracle database, and we can do other connections. Other connections include anything that, any of your cloud products and so on. So once we've got connected, let's see what we get there. So I've connected to this SQL Server database, and if I open this connection, all the tables that I have within that database are listed here. I've only got 2 listed because this is a very basic example, but I've got 2 listed here. And what I've got listed is an account mapping where I've got an external account number and the JDE business unit object sub-related to them. And I've also got listed here budgets that have been created externally. So here's the external account number. Now, of course, these could be anything. It could be any data that you have in your external system. So it could be your Salesforce data, as I mentioned. It could be forecasts. It could be item information. It doesn't even have to be financial information. It could be other information within your ERP system. So I'll just put in this connection here. And so I'm connecting on that external account number so that I can get the JDE account number. And then I'll just go to columns and I'll see in budgets, I've got everything selected, and I'll select the JDE account number from account mappings table. And I'll click OK. And what do you know? Here I've got a report already that looks very much like a JDE report or a standard report. I'm going to hide this external account number because I don't need to see it. And I might concatenate these 3, JD Edwards object, business unit object and sub. So your standard text concatenation. And I'll rename this account number. And now we've got our budgets for fiscal year 18 from an external data source in JD Edwards format. If I want to make it look more like JD Edwards, as you probably all know, I can change that space dash space to a dot, and then it looks even more like JD Edwards.